I know what you mean, but they aren't necessarily giving it up at the end of the game. It's like the whole game. It just does not look like the same defense. When Khalil Mack's triple
Well, you're
team,
missing
Leonard
Hicks.
Floyd is
You're
doing
missing
shit.
Hicks. I mean, come on.
Hicks
Yeah,
takes
yeah,
the
of
pressure off
course.
of
Hicks
Mac.
Hicks is a game-changing. There's not a lot of defensive tackles around the league that make that kind of impact, Austin. There's only a few men on the planet that play like that. I've watched him take 2 guards from Green Bay in Week 1 of 2018 and lay them on their ass almost simultaneously.
And then eat Rodgers for lunch.
Yeah, not a lot of human beings can move and do that type of stuff. He is an absolute beast, and when he's gone, of course, Austin, that's a blow, and it's a big one. Big one.
It's difficult. I mean,
I don't think Bears fans realize how important and how devastating from an outside as a Packer fan, seeing him do what he does to our offensive line over and over again and watching other Bears games. I'm telling the Bears fans, for you, Austin, you guys got to back off the defense. Hakeem Nicks is a game-changing game wrecker. They miss him. You can't replace that. All you can do is hope to put a Band-Aid on it and slow the bleeding. They're trying to do that, and it's going to take time. But you can't replace Hakeem Nicks. So
hopefully he can return off IR from what I was reading.
Yes, they're still doing pretty good.
Yeah,
and he should be back this year.
It'll be one of the last 3 or 4 weeks of the season, so it's difficult, but it is.
We'll see, buddy. You never know.
Yep.
But hey, we're gonna let you go,
lot,
brother.
Austin.
Go pick up your friend from the airport, okay?
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate the time. I'll get going, but look forward to next time.
Safe
Yeah, of course.
Hey, thanks, guys. See you guys.
Thank you, Austin.
Yep, thanks, guys.
All right, boys. And then there was 4.
I know technically 3 within the teams left, but ironically, it's the top 3 teams left in the division right now, because according to standings, the Bears just left. I had to say
that's getting a fail horn.
Anyways, right for the picking.
Terrible.
I'm gonna go right at it. The Lions are a subject right now, Julius. You ready for it?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, with currently being one of
Before you ask him this question, I just want everybody else to know there is now 2 men with beautiful hair on this podcast tonight. Just
Sorry, GP.
That's all right. I don't care.
No, we saw Julius's locks earlier, and good Lord, I'm like, felt like I was at a Hollister store.
Hair is a big subject on this show, if you didn't know, Julius.
You gotta
like I had to buy a shirt for $75.
You gotta let it flow while you have it.
Anyways, right for the picking, with the Lions being one of the bottom 2 teams in the NFC North right now, it seems like there's one word that labels this Detroit team, Julius, and I know it's probably been killing you. I know we've talked about it off the show. Consistency. It's like we can never get 2 consecutive games with consistency from Detroit. I don't know what it is. JB, I don't know if you see it, but to me, it's just like the defense plays good one game, and then the offense plays good the next game, but then they flip-flop.
Yeah, they don't put a complete game together. They had that's been their problem for years now.
It's a Lions thing. It's definitely
one thing shows up and the other doesn't. The Minnesota game, I was looking for a defensive struggle in that game, and it just turned into a shootout.
Yeah, I was really surprised by that score when I saw it that week.
Let me tell you. All right, the soul crusher was the Lambeau game. That was the soul crusher for the Lions. That really wrecked their lives.
Just call it the flag game. I know you want to.
And then against Minnesota, the wheels fell off. The wheels totally fell off. Defensively, we got exposed. Dalvin Cook and Kirk Cousins did whatever they wanted to do, and it's really they let the Giants are an inferior team, and they let the Giants stick around the whole game for no reason instead of putting their foot on their throats. Because, like you said, consistency it's the Lions' biggest problem. They can't do 2 things at once. They can't finish a game. They can't put together 4 quarters, and I'm looking at the coaching staff in the front office.
Well, Julius, in your defense, though, that Vikings game, Slay went out of that game early.
He did.
He did, but Marvin Jones had 4 touchdowns, and our offense played
I
all-time.
don't want to talk
for
about
him,
Marvin
too.
Jones. When Marvin Jones gets 4 touchdowns against you, it's time to reevaluate your entire defense.
Roads are open.
And we lost. The Lions lost. The offense had a great game. Stafford and Jones had a great game, and the defense totally tapped out. I don't care if Slay did go out. If you want to win this division, you gotta have depth. You got to have guys come in and fill the void. And I mean, Justin Coleman, he played a great game, but he couldn't hang with Diggs. Once Dalvin Cook, he was doing whatever he wanted to do. Our run defense right now is just totally horrid.
Yeah, it's bad. It really is.
Well, I don't get it. It was so hyped up coming in the season, and there was names across that board you saw. The Detroit front seven, you're like, man, this might get some fits this year. Yeah.
That was supposed to be the strength, and we had a bunch of guys on the defensive line sit out training camp in the preseason. Damon Harrison, Mike Daniels, these guys didn't practice, and then they come in the season gassed, and they're just playing. Snacks is
Daniels still hasn't recovered from an injury.
They played a better game against Saquon in New York, but I mean that offensive line is really nothing to harp about, but. Right now, we have a problem stopping the run. Like when we're looking towards Oakland, we have a bunch of ways we can expose Oakland, but we got to worry about Josh Jacobs having a 200-yard game on us. So, like the Lions right now, they're an enigma, man. I can't even. I don't even want to answer any prediction questions tonight about them.
We're gonna ask.
Consistency, bro. It's lost. It's right now. It really is.
Julius, you do realize that your team is 3.5 and 3.5, right?
We are dead center right now. I don't know which way they're going to turn. They have Oakland, and the Bears. We play the Bears twice in the next 5 weeks. We have to beat them both times. We have to, or the season is over. Matter of fact, we have to win 7 of the last 9 games, and 7 of the last 9 games are winnable. But
which 2 do you think aren't winnable? I'm just curious.
Vikings and Packers. I'm not saying they're not winnable. I'm just saying that the odds are heavily stacked.
I honestly was not expecting that answer, dude. Like seriously.
It is. Let me go down the line. We're at Oakland. We can win that game.
Winnable.
We're at the Bears. We can win that game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dallas
Dallas
has been inconsistent too. They come to Detroit.
Oh God, yeah. They lost to the Jets. You're way better than the Jets.
But then they came back and they crushed the Eagles. You don't know what Cowboys team's going to show up.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Yeah, but they always the teams they don't take serious, and they don't take the Lions serious because the last time they really played them, they probably walloped them. The teams they don't take serious are the ones that they end up getting their butts kicked by.
I think the last time Lions and Cowboys played was that playoff game, wasn't it, Julius?
No, the last time the Lions and Cowboys played was last year at Jerry World. And the Cowboys won on the last second field goal. I was there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Y'all brought them to the brink.
Yeah, but what do the Lions have trouble with on defense this year? They can't stop the run. What do the Cowboys have?
They can't stop the run, and they don't have no pass rush.
You can just give the ball to Zeke Elliott all day long, and I honestly
now stopping the run.
I don't think you win that game.
Yeah, but stopping the run, I feel like is something we can fix.
What week do you guys play Dallas?
We played them in 3 weeks.
So right after the Bears. So it's Oakland Bears, Cowboys.
Oakland Bears, Cowboys, Redskins, Bears. If we could win,
you can go 4-1 right there, and you're 7-4-1. You're 7-4-1. Yeah, you're 7-4-1.
There's definitely optimism.
There's nothing wrong there.
There is optimism, but the Lions they can fix the run. They just got Deshaun Hand back. They're about to get Daniels back. Maybe we can stop with the run defense, but the pass rush is killing us, and I don't know what they're gonna do. We have Austin.
Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you this. I'll give you a little bit of advice to your defensive lineman, the one that you paid $17.5 million annually per year to. First of all, I think maybe he should go on the lab and try to figure out an actual pass rush move that doesn't violate the rules 9 times out of 10 that he uses them. Because I have never, ever in my life ever seen any freaking coach ever say, do you know what I want you to do when you rush the passer? Grab the tackle by the shoulder pads, particularly
JB,
the
I'm gonna
neck.
go make popcorn because this might be a long one.
Like, that is the dumbest thing in the world to do. Do you know why, Julius? Because everybody knows those shoulder pads move around, but they don't grab by he grabs inside the top of the collar, just like this. These guys grab this. They grab this.
Sleep at night, bro.
This is never taught. This is a pass rush move. This up here grabbing is a pass rush move. Hand fighting, that's pass rush move.
Went crying to the refs.
That's pass rush.
And they gave him the benefit of the doubt because he one of the best left tackles in the league. That move was totally legal, and many defensive linemen use it every game.
First one was correct. Second one was horrid. I'll stick by what the NFL says.
We're not going back in time.
No, but I'm going to tell you right now, I can walk down to the local high school, and then I can go to the 3 colleges that play football right up the road here, about 10 miles away. Talk to every defensive line coach there and say, do you ever tell anybody, or have you ever heard of the pass rush move where you grab like this and move around, do this shit? And they're going to laugh at me, and they're going to laugh at every dude that does that. Because it's not taught.
Upper body strength up. Tell Bakhtar to get his upper body strength up.
He's got back issues right now, buddy.
Hey. All right. Actually, you know what? It's not a listed question, but I want to bring that up. Julius, how are you feeling about Mr. Flowers?
Well, he's actually haven't played bad. You know, he has a great PFF rating, pass rush and run defense. He only has 3 sacks, but He's played good. He just hasn't played $90 million good.
That's exactly what he was in New England. He was good, but he's just not. Exactly. I mean, he's versatile. He's good, but that's why they didn't pay him.
JB, do you think they overpaid for Mr. Flowers?
I got a quarterback that's making $80+ million who's not doing his job.
Never mind.
I can't take this shit from you guys sometimes. Your brutal honesty catches me off guard. I can't take it sometimes.
I have nothing. I mean, how can I say anything about a guy getting paid? My quarterback's making $80+ million, and
it's only $31 million guaranteed next year. You already got 2/3 out of the way. Get it over with.
He's had 4 good games in a row, and I'm still waiting for the other shoe to fall. You know.
Well, you know what? Let's talk on this counterpart real quick. So Lions are finally seeing like a Matt Stafford version. I'm giving him props here, Julius. They're finally seeing a Matt Stafford version that has taken the next step. He's protecting the ball. He's not turning it over like years past. I mean, he was relying on that run a lot because Kerryon was there, but now Kerryon is out. Do we see the old Matt Stafford come back and Bevel tries to put too much pressure on him because Kerryon's gone?
Well, we're about to see if Matt Stafford is the MVP golden boy we thought he was when we drafted him, because right now we need him to carry us to the promised land by himself, because Bob Quinn gave him the big finger during the trade deadline and then go and get him a running back to spell him. So guess what he has to do? Throw 40 times a game, multiple touchdowns. He has to carry.
Meaning by all the pressure, yeah.
The pressure is on. So if Matt Stafford, he's a great talent. He is amazing. He has an amazing arm. He's had an amazing season. But we're about to find out if he can carry this team, like be an MVP for this team and carry us, because we don't have a run game and we're going to be relying on him.
Yeah, so JB, that's one thing I've told Julius 1,000 times was Matt Stafford, it's like a tale of 2 halves every season. You're going to see, and it flip-flops. It's just like the consistency thing. It goes ahead in one part of the season, like the first half this year. He'll come out and in years past and smoke and be 4-3 or 3-1 or 6-2. It'll be some record that's above 500 or 500. And then the second half, it's like Matt Stafford just kind of slowly melts like a snowman out in the sun. I don't get it. And sometimes it's the other way around. It's a snowman melting in the sun, and then it's wintertime, the kids building them back up the last 8 games. It's just not enough to get in the playoffs.
It's almost like a baseball pitcher who's not, a pitch count kind of thing.
Perfect example.
It's like an innings count. If he throws too much